Sayoko, we're just about to welcome a bit of sunshine into our studio this morning.
さあ今日はですね、HIS ワールドブランチグローバルレポートでおなじみの、メラニーさんスタジオにお迎えしています。Welcome to Enter FM.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How's it going?
It's great. I always love being in Tokyo.
You've never lived here though?
No, I haven't. Just literally passed through for generally a week or two at a time.
Well, thanks for the reports that you give us every week on Global Satellite.
Yes, those come from the Caribbean. You've had a lot from Barbados and St. Lucia in recent times as well.
Yeah, well, we enjoy the sunshine you send to us. What's life like living there? You must have a pretty nice lifestyle.
Well, it is always sunny. It's just warm and it's beautiful. I think the sunshine always helps you to relax and feel at ease. And I mean, yes, there's the real world out there as well where you work and you do bits and pieces, but it is great living out in the Caribbean.
What do you do for work then, apart from sitting on the beach all day? I guess you have to work, I guess.
Well, yes. Well, I actually had a full-time show in Barbados for 4.5 years, and I've now just moved across to the island of St. Lucia.
Right.
So I'm doing a bit of freelance media work. And and other than that, I guess I just enjoy the weather and the time and the fun. But it's just it's very picturesque. As I said, St. Lucia is a volcanic island, so it's very lush,
right.
Nice and green. Barbados is a coral island, has white beaches, very very pretty.
いいですね。特にこんなね曇り空の時にね素敵なお話していただいてますが、さあ今日はもう生グローバルレポートといった感じですね。バルバドスの、メラニーさん、スタジオにお迎えしていますが、バルバドスはいつもお天気がいいそうですね。カリブ海の島で生活するのもとても楽しいというふうに言ってました。メラニーさんはメディア系の仕事を、しているそうなんですけれども。Barbados and Tokyo must be very different.
Yeah, the contrast is extremely
must be very different.
It's almost like it's actually like almost being on a different planet.
やっぱりバルバドスと東京は全然違うと、全然違う惑星にいるような感じだというふうに、言ってましたけれども。Is this your first time in Japan?
No, absolutely not. I've been here a few times now. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But although I say it's like being on a different planet, this may seem a little strange, but I actually grew up in Germany. I lived in Germany for 14.5 years, so I speak German and whatever as well. And the one country that Japan always reminds me of is Germany.
Really?
Yes, it really does. From the well-manicured plants, the flowers, the how everything is set up, people's homes, in the restaurants, the service, and the cleanliness of the streets is what Germany used to be like many years ago. I mean, things did change in the early 90s after the wall came down, but the Germany that I grew up in was very clean, just like Japan, and all the bicycles everywhere, and so it's like when I'm here, I feel very at home. I feel very comfortable.
そうなんですか。メラニーさんは実はドイツでも暮らしていた経験がありまして、14年もドイツにいらっしゃったということなんですが、非常に東京とドイツは似ていると言ってました。街の美しさ、家やレストラン、そしてサービス、心のこもったサービスですよね。こういったところがですね、東京と似ているというふうに言ってました。ちょっと意外ですね。
What about life in the Caribbean then for people that either have never lived there or never been there? Of course, we know about the beaches, we know about the sunshine, but what's life really like? Any surprises? Anything that, if I went there for the first time, or for you that you're now living there, when you think about the Caribbean, is there anything that you think surprises people?
Well, Barbados is quite Americanized, and it is quite densely populated. It's a very small island. It's only 13 by 21 miles, but there's 280,000 people living on the island. There are lots and lots of cars, so there is traffic congestion there.
Really?
Yes. So, forget travelling around in rush hour. And there's no subways there.
Right. Do you get around by boat?
Not really. The underwater life is beautiful out there, as you can imagine, with the coral island. I'm just trying to think what you would be surprised with out there. We do actually have a lot of nice beautiful fine dining restaurants out there, so there's always plenty of places to dine out.
Yeah.
It is tourism is the main industry out in Barbados. St. Lucia is not as developed. As I said, it's very green, very lush, very mountainous because there's a volcanic island. Got a drive-in volcano there. There's a, what do you call it here, an onsen? Yeah, the sulfur springs and everything. We have all of that in St. Lucia.
Really?
Yeah. Beautiful Piton Mountains as well, very picturesque. Yes, St. Lucia, as I said, is not as developed, but there's a lot of development coming now. A lot of different places like Ritz-Carlton, Weston, Raffles, all of them now are now coming into St. Lucia. And the nightlife is picking up. Barbados does definitely have more nightlife out there.
So I guess you can either have a pretty simple life or a pretty luxurious life.
Yeah, and you can find a lot of everything out in the Caribbean, like foodstuffs and things like that.
Right.
It's just not as cheap as it would be if you were shopping in the UK or US or wherever. But yeah, you really can have a great life out there. Hence why I've been there all these years. Well, I've been out there for about 15 years now.
Wow. See you there soon.
さあ、バルバドスというと開放的な南の島というイメージもね、お持ちの方も多いと思うんですが、実はとってもアメリカナイズされていて、人口が280万人、車も多くて渋滞問題もいろいろあるそうなんですね。そして海が綺麗なのでビーチアクティビティも豊富ですし、レストランもたくさんあるし、温泉なんかもあるそうです。ちょっと意外ですね。これもね、はい、びっくりです。
Well, enjoy your time here in